This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about automation rules in Salesforce, and we have discussed what exactly an automation rule and what we can do and what kind of actions that we can automate with the help of this out of the box features we have discussed. And in Salesforce, what kind of automation rules are available, we have discussed. So we have three automation rules are available. First one, workflows. Second one, process builder. Third one, flows. Okay, these are the three features. Yesterday we have discussed what exactly a workflow and what it indicates, what we can do with the help of the workflow rules we have discussed, and we have identified few limitations also in these workflow rules. So what kind of actions are not possible through workflow rules we have discussed, and how can we avoid these kind of limitations? How can we go beyond this? How to cross these barriers with the help of an extension that is called as process builder. And we have discussed what exactly a process builder and how the process builder is different from workflow rules and what kind of actions that process builder supports and what are the various limitations available in process builder also. So process builder also having few limitations. Yesterday we have discussed those limitations also. And to overcome these limitations, we are using the help of an advanced feature and one of the extension for both workflow and the process builder that is called as flow. So we have discussed what exactly a flow and what it indicates, what we can do with the help of these flows, what kind of operations that we can do, and what are the various events on which the workflow or the flow will get fired. We have discussed. So that already we have identified the flows can fire on both before performing the operation and after performing the operations also. In both the cases, it can fire. That capability is available as part of the subflows. But workflows are always firing on after insertion, after updation. Process builders are also firing on after insertion, after updation. So these features can able to fire on both before and after also. Now, so whenever we are configuring the flow, we have two types of flows are available in Salesforce. Salesforce provides two types of flows. First one, screen flow. Second one, auto launched flow. Okay. First one, screen flow. Second one, auto launched flow. Now, so let's see here. Let me explain pictorially. So I'm having this lightning flows are available. We have this lightning flows. So as part of these flows, we are having two types are available. As part of these lightning flows, we have two types are available. First one, screen flow. Screen flows. Second one, auto launched flow. Auto launched flows. These are the two categories are available. As part of these flows, we are having these two categories. First one, screen flow. Second one, auto launched flow. These are the two categories are available. So we are having these two categories. Okay. We are having these two categories are available as part of these flows. First one, screen flow. Second one, auto launched flow. So now tell me, what did you understood with the name screen flow? What did you understood with the name auto launched flow? Screen flow. Screen in the sense what? User interface.
User
Okay, user
interface.
interface. Like as your login screen, a registration form, search screen, change a password screen, like that. So we are having a screen. That means what? As part of this flow, this screen flow will be having a user interface. In this user interface, it is having so many visual appearance controls. Visual appearance controls means what? Some text boxes, and then pick list controls, check boxes, text area controls. Various types of controls are available, which we can use to supply some input to that application at runtime. In order to pass some input values to the application at runtime, it is having so many visual appearance control on this screen. So, as part of this screen flow provides a user interface which contains some visual appearance controls. Now, this screen also we have to design. On that screen, what fields you want to place that we can decide. So, just with the help of the drag and drop features, we can design this screen. I will show you practically this concept also. Now, so in this case, as part of this screen flow provides a user interface which contains some set of visual appearance controls. And with the help of this visual appearance controls, we can pass some input values to the application at runtime. So based on the input values which I have supplied, it will perform the operations in the background. It will perform the operations in the background. That means what? As part of these automation rules, generally automation rules, why we are using to perform the operations automatically here. Okay, whenever I'm creating some records, automatically it has to do some operation. It has to send some email notification. It has to send some SMS notification also. It has to generate a PDF file also, whatever, anything. But now, in this case, as part of this screen flow will be providing a user interface to you. Until or unless you are not giving this respective values, the flow can't fire. It can't do any operation because it requires some input values which we have to supply at runtime. So that it is providing a screen, it is prompting a screen to you. In that screen, we have to supply some values. Based on the input values which we have entered, it will perform the operations. Okay, this is the functionality of screen flow. So screen flow provides a user interface. Screen flow provides a user interface which contains some set of visual appearance controls like as text boxes, button controls, tick list controls, check boxes. All these controls we can place. And through these controls, we can pass some values to the application at runtime. Based on those input values, it will respond back to you. It will perform the operation. It will show the results also. This is the functionality of screen flow. Now, auto launched flow in the sense what? Auto launched flow.
Without having the
Auto
user
in the sense,
interface, if you
auto
don't
launching in the sense automatically launching without
launching.
having any indication. without click on any button control, without expecting any input values from the user from the end user, it will performing automatically by default. So as soon as once you click on this okay pay button to transfer some money, automatically money will be getting transferred. Now, like the similar way here also, if you want to do some operations automatically without expecting any input values from the user end user, it won't provide any user interface, no user interface. It won't expect any input values. Whenever we are performing some DML operations on the record, automatically this auto launched flow will fight, it will do the operations in the background. So in the background, it will perform these operations automatically here. Okay, clear? Understood the concept now? These are the two things here. Okay, these are the two things. These are the two types of flows are available: screen flow and the auto launched flow. Screen flow will provide the user interface. It provides a screen which provides some user interface which will be used to supply some input values to the application at runtime. That means it is expecting some input values from the end user. Until and unless the user is not supplying the value, the flow can't perform the operation. This is the first thing. As part of auto launched flow, it won't expect any input values. Whenever we are creating the record, automatically the flow will get fired. It will perform the operations in the background. Okay, clear? Now, so these are the two categories of flows are available in Salesforce. Now, but as part of this Salesforce, as part of this auto launched flows has been subcategorized into four types again. Auto launched flows has been subcategorized into again four types here. Now, let me explain what are those four types over here. As part of this auto launched flows, the first category is record triggered flow. Second one, scheduled triggered flow. Third one, auto launched flow with no trigger. Auto launched flow with no trigger. Auto launched flow with no trigger. And the fourth one, platform event triggered flow. Platform event triggered flow. So these are the four types are available here. So auto launched flows are going to be firing automatically. Upon firing these actions automatically, these are the four types are available again here. These are the four types. We have record triggered flow. We have scheduled triggered flow. We have auto launched flow with no trigger. And we have platform event triggered flow. These are the four types are available here. These are the four types. Now, so these auto launched flows has been subcategorized into these are four types. That means these are firing automatically without expecting any input value from the end user. Now, so now we have this platform event triggered flow and the auto launched flow with no trigger. And we have scheduled triggered flow. And we have recorded triggered flow. So these are the four types are available. So these are the four types are available here. Now here in this case, auto launched flows has been subcategorized into these four types: recorded triggered flow, scheduled triggered flow, auto launched flow with no trigger, and the platform event triggered flow. These are the 4 types are available. So what exactly this each and every type? Okay, now let me explain. First of all, recorded triggered flow. Now tell me, what did you understood with this word recorded triggered flow now? Triggering in the sense what? Firing. Triggering in the sense firing. Record triggered. That means your record is going to be firing this flow. The record is going to be invoking the flow to perform the operations. Now, in this case, what happened? Now, for example, assume that I have deposited some money into my bank account. Okay, I have deposited some money into my bank account. Whenever I'm depositing the money, what will happen? My balance value has been updated here. Already I'm having 10,000 rupees as a balance. Today I have deposited 5,000 rupees more. Then what about my balance value? 15,000. Whenever my balance is updated, automatically it will be sending the notifications to you. An email alert and one SMS alert also automatically. That means what? Do we need to invoke this flow manually here? No. Whenever I'm updating the record, automatically the flow will be getting fired. It is sending that notification to you. It is performing the operation. Like for example, come to a small scenario. Assume that I'm reserving a movie ticket here. Once the movie ticket has been getting reserved, immediately you are getting the confirmation notifications, right? Yes. Now tell me, somebody is sending that notifications to you? No, nobody is sending that. As soon as the record is created, that means today we have reserved a movie ticket. So it will be creating a new record inside that. So today a person has booked this movie ticket here in so and so theater for so and so movie for so and so timings over here. This is the so and so seat number here. It will be indicating that all the details. Whenever your record is getting created, immediately it will flow, invoke that flow. It will be performing the operation. It will be sending the notifications to you. That means what? Whenever we are creating some records, whenever we are updating some records, whenever we are deleting the records, if you want to perform some operations, then we can go with the help of recorded triggered flow. So recorded triggered flows are always firing based on DML events. These are purely firing on DML events. DML events means what? Upon inserting the record, upon updating the record, upon deleting the record, if you want to perform some actions, then we can go with the help of this recorded triggered flow. So which will be firing automatically whenever you are performing the DML operation on your object records. So it will perform the operations automatically in the background. It won't provide any screen, no input will be required at runtime. Automatically it will file to perform the operations internally here. For that reason, we are using the help of recorded triggered flow. Okay, clear? Now, second one, scheduled triggered flow. Okay, second one, scheduled triggered flow. What exactly scheduled triggered flow?
If you
Right.
want to trigger an event at a particular point of time,
Yeah.
then we'll use scheduled trigger flow.
Whenever if you want to perform some action based on some specific period of intervals, based on a specific period of time, if you want to perform some actions, then we can go with the help of scheduled triggered flow. Like for example, yesterday we have discussed few scenarios here. Now, these are the scenarios. So whenever we are using some credit card, okay, as soon as the credit card bill has been generated, immediately they're sending that email notification and SMS notifications to that customer's email ID and the mobile number regarding, dear customer, your credit card bill has been generated. This is the credit card bill amount. This is the due date. And from there onwards, keep on they're sending some reminder alerts. These are the reminder notifications over here. So now tell me, who will send this kind of reminder notifications? The bank employees? Credit card department people? No, that will be taken care by my system itself. System in the sense my application will take care of. It is going to be scheduling some actions over here. It will schedule some actions over here, like as 10 days before the due date of this credit card bill. Like as 10 days before the due date means on 10th of that month, whenever the date has been changed in your calendar, so if the date is the 10th, early morning at 12 o'clock, automatically it will send the notifications to the people over here. Regarding your loan EMIs also, Okay, regarding your loan EMIs also, keep on you are receiving some reminder notification. Dear customer, okay, on 5th of this month you are having this loan EMI due date is available. So please make your account will be having some sufficient funds inside that. So please make sure that account should have the sufficient funds. So that here it is indicating that it will be sending some notification alerts to you over there. So in this case here also we are scheduling some actions 10 days before, 5 days before, 3 days before, 1 day before, 0 days before, 1 day after also. Like that. Depends upon your application requirement. It may be either before or after the specific time period, we can able to file some actions also. At that time, if you want to schedule some action based on the time period, if you want to schedule some actions based on the time period, then we can go with the help of this scheduled triggered flows. So we can go with the help of scheduled triggered flows, which are used to invoke some scheduled jobs by placing inside the Apex queue. Salesforce is maintaining some queue. Inside the queue, the job will be keep on waiting whenever the action, whenever the time is up, automatically the action will be getting filed over here. Okay, automatically the action will be getting filed. Like simple concept here. Let me give you one small scenario. For example, come to a small scenario. Assume that today night I'm traveling from Secunderabad to some New Delhi. Okay, today I'm traveling from some Hyderabad to New Delhi. I'm having a rail ticket reservation is available. A second class AC ticket reservation is available with me. Already I have reserved the ticket also. It's a second class AC reservation through a train. So now my train time will be like as night at 10 p.m. Night at 10 p.m. my train will be arriving to the Secunderabad station. From there I can catch the train. I can start my travel from there onwards. So based on the train timings, my train time will be at 10 p.m. Night at 10 p.m. IST, it will be starting from Secunderabad station. So based on the train time, okay, 15 minutes before itself, that means by 9:45 p.m. I reach to the railway station. I'm waiting for the train on the platform. So just now I got an announcement that train is running 2 hours late. Okay, train is running 2 hours late. That means my train will be arriving the station by midnight 12 o'clock. Now tell me, what can I do? Can I go back to my home and can I come back by 12 o'clock in the night? No. I'm staying very far location from the railway station, so it will be very difficult for me to go back to my home again. And the two, during the time, I can't find much transportations at that time. It's very difficult to come back again. For that one, what we can do, we need to wait inside the railway station. Where can I wait in the railway station? Waiting room. There is a waiting room is available here. In that waiting room, we can able to wait for some time till the train is arriving the station over here. Now tell me, all the people can wait inside the waiting room. I have a general ticket here. Can I wait inside the waiting room? No, they won't allow. They will be allowing into the waiting room only those people who are having first class AC, second class AC, third class AC reservation people. But the general compartment people, they won't allow here. So in this case, what happened? We are having a waiting room. Inside the waiting room, we can able to wait for some time till the train is arriving the station. Once the train is arriving the station, we can catch the train. We can start the travel from there onwards. So like the similar way, this waiting room is nothing but our queue. This waiting room is nothing but our queue. So the people are nothing but our actions. Whatever the actions you want to perform, these actions are waiting inside the queue till the scheduled time is up. Okay, till the scheduled time is up, these actions are waiting inside the queue. Once the scheduled time is up, automatically action will get filed, and once action has been performed, it will remove the entry from the queue automatically by default here. So here also, whenever if you want to schedule some jobs to be run based on the periodical interval, based on some specific time period, then we can go with the help of scheduled triggered flow. So record triggered flows are firing immediately. Okay, once the record is inserted, immediately it will fire. Once the record is updated, immediately it will fire. But scheduled triggered fires, these are not firing immediately. These are firing based on the time period. Till that time is up, it will be waiting inside the queue. So once the time is up, automatically it will fire the action. It will remove the entry from the queue automatically by default. Okay, so depends upon your requirement. We can fire few actions immediately. We can fire few action based on some specific time period as well. So that we are using the help of record triggered flows and then schedule triggered flows also. Clear? Next, third one, auto launched flow with a no trigger. So these are also the flows which we can able to invoke and we can able to perform the operations in the background. But these flows are not having any triggering. No trigger means what? There is no triggering here. That means this can't fire automatically. This can't execute automatically. We need to invoke them manually here. Okay, we need to invoke them manually here. How? Yesterday we have discussed about one action in process builder. In process builder, there is an action called as invoke a flow. Okay, invoke a flow. That means from process builder, we have to invoke this flow manually. Or else through programming also we can able to invoke these flows also. So until or unless you are not invoking the flow manually, the flow can't fire, it can't perform the actions over here. So these are firing automatically. Whenever I'm creating the records based on the DML operation, it will fire. This will be firing based on the scheduled time. But these we need to invoke manually by our own. Okay, manually, we have to invoke these flows with the help of either process builder or by using programming. With the help of Apex programming, we can invoke these flows manually also. Okay, like that's what here it is having. This is also auto launched flow, which will be firing automatically, but we have to invoke them manually here. There is no specific trigger. That's what we are having auto launched flow with no trigger. Okay, no triggering event here, no triggering time. We need to invoke them manually. Next, the fourth one, platform event triggered flow. So these are related to the Lightning framework. As part of this Lightning, we are going to be creating our own custom events. When you go to that Lightning framework, you will be having some set of, okay, the built-in events are available. Like as when you go to this Lightning framework here. For example, when you go to the Lightning framework, we are having some set of built-in events are available. Like we are having the various built-in events. Those are called as a browser-based events or client-side events over here. Like we are having on change event. We have on click event, on double click event, on mouse over, on blur, on load, on key down. Like that, we are having so many HTML events are available from the browser side. So now in this case, as part of this Lightning components, whenever we are preparing your own Lightning components, through that Lightning components, we can able to create your own custom events also. Through those custom events, we can able to invoke this kind of flows as well. From the Lightning framework also, we can able to invoke that flows. For that one, we are having platform event triggered flows. So these are the four types of auto launched flows are available here. Okay, so we are having totally 5 types of flows are available: screen flow, record triggered, schedule triggered, auto launched with no trigger, platform event triggered flow. But these 4 are comes under auto launched flows over here. Clear? Understood the concept now? Next, make a note of this one. Screen flow. In this approach, the flow contains a user interface. A flow contains the user interface or a screen which represents a set of visual appearance controls. Visual appearance controls which are used to supply the input values to the application at runtime. In this approach, The flow contains a user interface. That means it provides a user interface which contains some set of visual appearance controls like as some text boxes, picklist controls, buttons, checkboxes. It contains all these visual appearance controls. With the help of these visual appearance controls, we can supply some input values to the application at runtime. Okay, now. Now, it requires the input values at runtime. Based on the supplied input values, it will perform the operation. It will perform the operations. Based on the input values, it will perform the operation. Second one, auto launched flow. Auto launched flows will get fired automatically. Based on the DML events or scheduled time. Based on the DML events or scheduled time, and will perform the operation in the background. And will perform the operations in the background. Auto launched flows has been subdivided into 4 types. First one, record triggered flows. Second one, scheduled triggered flows. Third one, auto launched flow with no trigger. And the fourth one, platform event triggered flow. Now the first one, record triggered flows. These will get fired based on the DML operations performing on the object records. Based on the DML operations performing on the object records, these flows will get fired. That is, while inserting or updating or deleting the records from the object, it will get fired and will perform the operation. In the background. Scheduled triggered flows. These will get fired automatically based on the scheduled time. By using these features, we can prepare scheduled jobs which can be executed based on the periodical intervals. based on the periodical intervals. Till the scheduled time is up, the actions will get resides inside the apex queue. Inside the apex queue. Next one. Auto launched flows with no trigger. These flows can't fire automatically. We need to invoke them manually by using either process builder or by using Apex programming, which will get run in the background. Platform event triggered flows. These flows will get invoked by using custom events created by the developer through Lightning components. So we can create our own custom events also. Instead of using this standard browser events, we can create our own custom events also based on the requirement. So we can create our own custom events. Through those custom events, we can invoke this flows also from Lightning framework. Original notebook. No notes. Better to maintain a notebook. Done, everyone? Now, so now by using these flows, what we are going to do, we want to do some operations. Instead of performing those operations manually by our own, I want to make them to be executed automatically with the help of these flows. So to do the operations, we have to write some business logic, right? Yes, definitely. We need to write some business logics. Generally, business logic will be prepared with the help of what? By using some programming language. Generally, business logic will be prepared with the help of some programming language. In that programming language, we are having some set of fundamental building blocks. You will be having so many building blocks are available as part of programming. Through the building blocks, we can able to build your own business logics, whatever you want. Like we can use the help of some variables and some conditional statements, iterative statements, some collections, some database operations, everything we can use. We are using some features as part of programming language. So through those features, we can build the business logic as part of programming. But in Lightning Flows also, we can build a similar kind of business logic with the help of some ready-made components. Those are called as flow elements. Flow elements. Because through the flow, we are performing some operations. To perform the operation, we have to build some logic. So upon building the logic, we no need to use any programming language. That elements, those building blocks are available in the form of drag and drop components. Like those variables, collections, conditional statements, iterative statements, and database operations. Those are available in the form of built-in ready-made components, which we can use and drag and drop those components, and we can build your own business logics also, whatever you want. Based on the requirement, we can build your own business logics also. So that in order to build the business logics, whatever the features are required, those features are available as part of this flow in the form of elements. So by using this flow elements, we can build our own business logic through by using drag and drop facilities, and with the help of those business logic, we can perform the operation. So as part of this flow elements, we have three types of elements are available. We have three types of elements. First one, interaction elements. These are also called as screen elements. Screen elements are interaction elements. Second one, logical elements. Okay, logical elements. Third one, data elements. Okay, data elements. We have screen elements, or these are also called as interaction elements. Second one, logical elements. Third one, data elements. These are the three types of elements are available in Lightning Flows. Then what exactly interaction element or screen element? Excuse me. What exactly the logical elements? What exactly the data elements? What elements are available in each and every category? We'll see one by one, and then we'll see how to create a flow and how to automate the processes. We'll see one by one. Okay, now make a note of this one. To build the business logics, to build the business logics through declaratively, Salesforce provides a set of elements, a set of elements, a set of flow elements which can be used while building the flow, which can be used while building the flow. By using these elements, we can build the custom business logics. Custom business logics, which can be executed in the background. Salesforce provides three types of flow elements. First one, interaction elements. These are also called as screen elements. Second one, logical elements. Third one, data elements. Interaction are screen elements. Second one, logical elements. Third one, data elements. So what do you mean by interaction or screen elements? Screen in the sense what? Which provide some user interface, which contains some visual appearance, which contains some shape, like a text box, or a checkbox, or a text area, or a pick list control, or a button control, or a form, whatever, anything. These are all are considered screen elements or interaction elements. So by using these interaction elements, we can design our own user interface by placing the required visual appearance controls to be used to supply the input values to the application at runtime. Whenever we are designing a screen flow, okay, whenever you are designing a screen flow, it requires a screen. Not only one, multiple screens are also required. Then how to design those screens, how to design that user interface, how to place some elements on that, okay, user interface. For that one, we are using the help of interaction elements or screen elements. So by using these interaction elements or screen elements, we can design our own user interfaces by placing our own visual appearance controls, and which can be used to supply the input values to the application at runtime. So as part of these interaction elements, we are having the flow. That means screen element is available. First one, screen. Second one, we are having subflow. Third one, action. Like that, we are having the various elements available here. Okay. As part of the screen elements, we are having various elements like screen. Second one, subflow. Third one, action. These are the various elements are available as part of interaction elements. Now, make a note of this one. These elements are used to design the user interface. These elements are used to design the user interface, which can be used to supply the required input values to the application at runtime. We can place the required input controls on the screen based on the need. We can place the required input controls on the screen based on the need. Input controls in the sense which we can use to supply the input, like as text box, text area, checkbox, pick list, buttons. These are all are these input controls. Now, for example, we have screen element, subflow, action. So these are the various screen elements or interaction elements are available. Done? Next, second one, logical elements. What do you mean by logical element? What did you understood with this?
Which are used for keeping logic.
You have to give some logic condition.
So whenever we are building the business logic, we have to use some conditions. We have to check some conditions also. At that time, in order to prepare your own logical conditions, it may be single condition, it may be multiple condition, okay, it may be like some variables, everything we can able to use with the help of logical elements. So logical elements are used to build the business logic here. Screen elements are used to only to design the screen. So after entering some input values inside that, upon click on the button, it will perform some action. While performing the action, we have to execute some logic. To prepare that logic, we require some elements. Those elements are available as part of this logical elements. Like we can use some variables also. Okay, we can use some variables. We can assign some values. And then we can able to store these values inside some collections. We can check some conditions also. And then we can iterate some collections also iteratively from starting to ending also, like as loops. Okay, we can able to iterate those conditions also. In these kind of situations, if you want to perform these kind of operations, like defining the variables also, assigning some values also, preparing some collections also, checking some conditions also, iterating some collections also, sorting some collections also, whatever the elements are required, all those elements are available as part of logical elements. So as part of logical elements, we are having variables, we have assignment, we have decision, we have loops, we have collection, we have collection sort. These are the various elements are available as part of logical elements, which are used to build the business logics. Okay, which are used to build the business logic. Whatever the elements are required, those are available as part of your logical elements. Clear? Now, let's see. Make a note of this one. By using these elements, we can prepare the business logic. We can prepare the business logic to be get performed. To be get performed in the background. So we have the various elements are available. Like we have variables, we have assignment, we have decision, we have loops, we have collections, we have collection sort, etc. Various elements are available. By using these elements, we can prepare simple or complex business logics also. We can build both the simple and complex business logics. Through logical elements. Next, the third one, data elements. Done? Next. Third one, data elements. So in a simple concept, once a business logic has been done, once you are done with some verifying the conditions also, once you are assigning some values also, then finally we have to insert those records inside your object. We have to update the records in the object. We have to delete some record in the object, or we have to collect some records from the object also. That means through this business logic, in some cases, we need to interact with the database objects also to perform some DML operations. At that time, in order to interact with the database objects, whatever the elements are required, those elements are available as part of data elements. So data elements are used to interact with your Salesforce objects through the flow, and we can perform the operations. So we can perform all the DML operations. We can get some records also from the object. We can insert some record. That means we can create the record. We can update the records also. We can delete the records also. We can perform these operations with the help of data elements. So we can get the data, we can insert, we can update, we can delete the records from your object also by using data elements. Okay. Now, generally, to do these operations, we are using the help of SOQL queries and DML statements in programming. But both are available in the form of drag and drop components in flows. Okay. Now, excuse me. Data elements. By using these elements, we can interact with the Salesforce objects, and we can perform all the DML operations on the object records. For example, select, that means we can get the records, we can insert the records, we can update the records, we can delete the records. We can perform these operations over here. So that as part of this flow, we are having few data elements are available here. So these data elements are nothing but create record method, update record method, delete record method, get record method. These are the 4 data elements are available: create record, update record, delete record, and then get record. These are the 4 data elements are available. So these are the 3 types of elements are available as part of flow. Whenever we are building your own business logics, these are the 3 types of elements we are using as part of these flows. We are having interaction elements or screen elements, and then we are having logical elements, and then we have data elements also. These are the 3 types of elements that we have as part of this lightning flows. Done? Now. So now let's see how can we create a flow. So what is the navigation to create a flow? Okay, we'll see. Now, let me go to my Salesforce org. I'm going to my Salesforce org now. Now, whenever you are going to be creating the flow inside your Salesforce org, then how can we create? Now let me explain. Just you can go to the setup menu, Go to the quick find box, search for the option flows. Okay, search for the option flows. As part of process automation, we are having a feature called as flows. Click on flows. Now it is providing a button to create a new flow inside your Salesforce org. These are the various ready-made flows which has been given by Salesforce by default. As part of Salesforce CRM, these are few flows which has been created by Salesforce over here. Now, so now in this case here, if you want to create a new flow, then click on this button, new flow button. Click on new flow button. Now it will ask you to select that flow type. What type of flow that you want to create? You want to create a screen flow or a record triggered flow, schedule triggered flow, platform event triggered flow, or auto launched flow with no trigger. What type of flow you are going to create? You have to choose that respective flow over here. Okay, you have to choose the respective flow depends upon the requirement over here. Now, so now for example here, assume that I'm selecting screen flow. Click on create button. Now the flow builder will be getting opened. This is called as the flow builder. So flow builder is nothing but a tool where exactly we can build the flow. In order to design the flow, whatever the tool has been given by Salesforce, those are called as flow builder. Okay, this is a flow builder tool, like as schema builder tool, which is used to design the schema. Like the similar way we are having this a flow builder tool is available. In this flow builder tool, we are having two types of layouts are available. First one, auto layout. Second one, free form layout. Okay, auto layout, free form layout. So now this is the auto layout over here. And then second one, we are having free form layout. Now better to go with that free form layout here. Okay, better to go with that free form layout. Whenever we are using this free form layout, it is indicating this is the starting point of the flow. Whenever the flow has been getting started, what needs to be done? From there, what kind of actions you want to do? That we can able to prepare that over here. Okay, that we can prepare that flow. So upon preparing this screen flow, what kind of elements are required? All the elements will be available in the left panel. In the left panel, we are having three types of elements: interaction elements, logical elements over here, data elements also. Okay, these are the three types of elements that we have. Depends upon the requirement, we can use them. As part of interaction elements, we are having screen. If you want to design a new screen, just you can drag and drop over here. Design the screen, and then we can able to place the required visual appearance controls also here. I'm indicating some label, like for example, some test screen. I'm indicating a test screen over here. We can design your own screen over here. And then once the screen has been getting designed, then as soon as the flow has been getting fired, if you want to open this screen, just you can able to connect these 2 points here. We are having these connector points are available. These are the circle symbols are available here. Through these circle symbols, we can able to connect these 2 points over here. So as soon as the flow has been fired, I would like to invoke this screen. So just you can able to connect this. Okay, just we can connect it over here. So now with the help of this connector notations, we can able to connect this, we can design the flow. So how the flow has to be get fired, okay? In what sequence actions has to be get performed, that we can indicate with the help of this connectors over here. Okay, now it's purely drag and drop option. The two, I'm not able to provide any dictation for the notes also. Okay, just I will give the requirement, that's it. Okay, then in this case here previously, whatever the features we have discussed, everything I have given the complete navigation. So click on this one, click on next button, select the checkbox, click on next one. I have given the complete navigation. But especially for this flow topic, I can't provide any navigation. It's purely how to do the practice. Okay, it's purely how to do the practice on the same day. Then only you can understand. Or else it will be difficult. You will be having your recording video will be available. You will be having the requirement part. That's it. Okay, I can't able to navigate the step-by-step approach. Okay, because it's purely drag and drop. It's not a navigational process. It's purely graphical representation. And then we are having these 3 kind of screen elements are available. Next, logical elements. Whenever if you want to apply some business logics, then we can able to use some assignments. Define your own variables, assign some values. We can check the conditions by using decision also. Iterate the condition by using looping statements. Prepare some collections also here. And then we can able to use that collection sorting also. We can arrange either in ascending or descending orders. We can able to filter the collection records also. These are all are the various elements are available as part of logical. And data related to your database operations over here. We are having this a create records. We can create some new records also, update the records, delete the records, and then we can get the records from the object. We can roll back the records also. We can cancel all the previous operations also. So these are the various data elements are available. So depends upon your requirement, we can use the help of these elements, and then we can design your own flow, and then we can able to activate that flow also. Okay, clear? Now, it purely depends upon your practice. Okay, or else it will be difficult to implement the flows. But flows will be the future for Salesforce. Okay, most of the actions, okay, we are automating through flows only in the real time nowadays. Mainly, they will be focusing on flows also. Okay, no workflow, no process builders. They'll be concentrating on purely flows. Now, let's see. Let me give you the navigation for this one here. How can we create a flow? Creating a flow. Upon creating the flow, click on Setup menu. Search for the option Flows in Quick Find box. Search for the option Flows in Quick Find box. Click on New Flow button. Select the flow type from dialog box. Select the flow type from the dialog box. Click on Submit button. Submit button. Design the flow with the required flow elements based on the need. Select the layout type as freeform layout from Flow Builder. Click on Save button. Click on Save button. Now, provide the flow name and description. Click on Save button. Click on Save button. And then click on Activate button to make the flow in active. And test the flow by performing the operation. By performing the operations. So this is the navigation we used to follow in order to create a flow inside your Salesforce. This is the basic navigation. Done with this one? No. So let me take a small flow, which is a record triggered flow, in order to send an email notification to the people automatically. You know the concept of email templates. Okay, you know the complete concept of email templates, how to prepare email template, and how can we configure them, and how to represent the recorded data inside the email template by using the major fields. We know that concept here. Now, I want to make that process automated. Okay, I want to make the process automated. So how to send the email notifications to the people automatically? Whenever I'm creating a new record inside my object, I would like to send one email notification to the user's email ID. Upon creating the record, whatever the email ID that I will enter inside this email field, to that email ID, I want to send the email notification. How to send? Okay, now let's see. Okay, how to make the process automated here. And then, as part of this flow session, we are having this flow session today and next week also. Okay, next week also here. Okay, please plan accordingly. Next week, Saturday, Sunday also, we are having this flow topic continuation. Okay, the normal days, okay, normal continuation sessions, and then on Saturday, Sunday, we are having flow topic here. Okay, now. So that means on next weekend, 17th and 18th also we are having the flow topic only. Okay, 19th I will give the holiday to you. Okay, one day. Okay, till then we don't have any holidays. Okay, now. Because anyhow you will be getting the holiday on 25th, right? Now. This time festivals are came in holidays.
Will you be
only,
uploading
only on
these videos
Sundays.
as well into the hours?
Now. Now let's see. Because I want to cover some more information, that's what. Okay, I can complete within 2 sessions, but I want to give some more information here. I want to give some more use cases so that we can understand and then we can able to use in the implementations also. Okay, that's what I'm spending 4 days of time completely on these flows. Okay. Generally, the people will complete within 1 or 2 sessions max, 2 hours max. Okay. Let's see. Take a small use case now. For example, I'm having my Salesforce arc. In my arc, I'm having so many applications are available, including standard, including custom. So many applications are available here. I'm having few objects also. Okay, I have few objects are also available as part of my organization. I have an object called as hiring manager. Okay, hiring manager. It's my custom object here. We can take any object also, no problem. Lead also, account also, opportunity also, case also, anything, no problem. Here I'm taking a custom object called as hiring manager. Now today I'm creating a new hiring manager because a new HR person is joining my team. So now as soon as once I click on this new button, a new form will be getting opened for me here. Inside this form, I need to enter the data related to the HR person. For example, today a HR person is joining my company. His name is some Shankar Prasad, for example. I'm indicating as some Shankar Prasad here. The location, some Hyderabad. Designation, some recruitment specialist. Current CTC, some 12 lakhs. Contact number, I'm giving some value. Email ID, shankar@some gmail.com. Okay. So these are the details which I have entered here. So now as soon as once I click on the save button, what will happen? A new record will be created inside my object over here. So now till this one, we know this process here. Now my requirement is I want to do some more extension for this. I want to extend this functionality that not only creating the record inside the object, once a new HR record has been created, immediately I want to send one email notification to the HR person. To which email ID? This is the email ID of the HR person. Whatever the email ID that I have entered inside this email address field, I won't enter the hard coded here. Whatever the HR person is joining my team, that person's email ID I will enter inside this email address field. So whatever the email ID we have entered inside this email ID field dynamically at runtime, I want to send the email notification to this particular person's email ID by default. Along with, I want a CC copy also. So as a manager or as a service head or as a sales manager, I should receive a CC copy of that email also here. Then how can we send this kind of email notifications automatically? Whenever I'm creating a new record, automatically I want to send one email notification to the HR person. Then how can we create this kind of automation rule through flow? Now let's see practically here. Now, in this case, whenever if you want to send the email notification, in that email, we have to specify some subject and content, right? Yes. What subject you want to deliver, what content you want to deliver. We have to place. Where we can place this subject and content?
Email template.
Email template. We have to prepare an email template. We need to prepare one email template. In that email template, okay, we can specify that required subject and the content which you want to deliver to the people. So what subject you want to deliver, what content you want to deliver to the people, just you can specify the subject and the content inside the email template. Okay, that is the first step. That means what? Whenever if you want to send any email alerts to the people through either workflow rules or process builder or the lightning flows also, it requires email template mandatorily. Email template is a prerequisite feature for these three automation rules. Now, so as the step one, we require an email template with the required subject, with the required content. Next, second step. As a step two, we need to create one email alert. Okay, we need to create email alert. In email template, what we have specified, only email subject, email content. That's it. Nothing is available here. In email alert, we need to indicate here. Okay, we need to indicate to whom you want to send this email notification, to whom you want to send the CC copies over here. So now we have to specify on what object you want to create this email alert. Which email template you want to use to send the notification, we have to specify all these details, okay, inside this email alert. So email alert contains the email alert name and the description also, object name, on what object you would like to use this email alert, and which email template you want to use, to whom you want me to send the email notification, and to whom you want me to send the CC copies. Everything we have to configure in email alert. This is the second step. So once the email alert is ready, then as a step three, now you have to create a flow. Okay, now you have to create a flow. Through this flow, we can able to configure, okay, the email alert action. Okay, email alert action, so that we can send the email notifications to the required people from there onwards. Okay, clear? Now these are the three steps. As a step one, create one email template. As a step two, create an email alert. As a step three, create a flow to send the email notifications to the required people here. Clear? Now, these are the three steps are available here. Now, let me give you the steps one by one here, and then I will show you the practical concept also. Understood the concept now? Let's see. Take a small use case. Configure a flow to send or to notify the hiring manager upon creating a new HR record inside that. configure a flow to notify the hiring manager upon creating a new record inside the HR object. As a step 1, create an email template with the required subject and the content. What subject you want to deliver and what content you want to deliver, just we can specify the subject and the content. Now, don't write the remaining 2 steps over here because I would like to make some changes over there. I would like to add that email template content. Second one, create an email alert. Create an email alert with the required recipient details. Then as the step 3, configure the flow to send the email alert. Email alert automatically. So these are the 3 steps are available here. As a step 1, we need to create one email template with the required subject and the content. As a step 2, create an email alert with the required recipient details and create that flow. These are the 3 steps are available. So let me go with this step 1. How can we prepare this email template here? Okay, how can we prepare this email template? Now let me show you. So this is the hiring manager object. So now previously we have discussed how to create email template of type classic. Okay, classic type of template. Now let me show you how to create that email template of type lightning. Okay, lightning email templates. Now, here whatever the templates you have created through Salesforce Classic, classic email templates can be used in Salesforce Classic application also, Lightning application also, both. Okay, classic email templates can be used in both classic applications, Lightning applications both. But whatever the Lightning email templates you are going to prepare, those can be used only in the Lightning applications only, not in classic applications. There is no backward compatibility. So now the classic can be accessible in Lightning. That means forward compatibility, future compatibility is available, but Lightning email templates can't be accessible in classic applications. There is no backward compatibility over there. Okay, now. So maybe in the entry point of view or in the implementation, if they ask you to configure the Lightning email template, that will be useful to you. That's what I'm discussing this topic now as well. Okay, now. So let's go to your app launcher to create a Lightning email template here. Go to this app launcher, search for the option email template. Not in quick find box, not in setup menu. Go to the applications over here, app launcher. Generally, to create a classic email template, we are going to the setup menu. Inside the setup menu, we are searching for the option, okay, classic email templates. Okay, classic email templates. But now, Lightning email templates are not available over here. We need to go to that app launcher, search for the option email templates. Okay, we are having this email templates. Click on email templates option. Now click on the button new email template. Click on new email template. Specify the email template details here, like the email template name. Now related entity object, on what object you want to create this email template over here, that we can specify the object name, description of the email template, select the folder also. In which folder you want to save this email template, either in private folder or the public folder. And then what subject you want to deliver to the people, and then what content you want to deliver to the people over here. Okay, what subject you want to deliver, what content you want to deliver. Here we can specify the subject and the content. Okay, now, So now let me prepare the subject and the content over here. Now, you want the navigation? If you want the navigation, we'll give the navigation. Or else let me know. I will give the simply email template, subject and the content.
Not required, sir.
Not
Not
required? Okay, fine. So now the email subject now. Okay, email subject. I'm indicating this. Congratulations and the hiring manager name. How can we specify hiring manager underscore C dot name? So here we have to enclose. Okay, observe this one. There is a small change in this one, classic and lightning. In classic, what we can specify? We can specify this merge field. Upon
Flower
giving the
button.
merge field, we are indicating flower braces over here. And then we have to specify one exclamation symbol, which indicates, okay, this is the dynamic assignment. But whenever we are preparing this lightning email templates, whatever the merge fields you are going to prepare, this merge field doesn't require this exclamation here. Because these are, okay, HTML emails. These are HTML email templates. So in this case, we have to specify 3 curly braces. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, observe the difference in this case. Here we no need to specify that exclamation symbol over here. Directly we can specify the object name dot field name. And then now you have to specify 3 curly braces starting, 3 curly braces ending, because this is purely HTML emails. If I'm using the classic type, that is nothing but Salesforce email template. So these are nothing but, okay, HTML email format. Now, see, if you're feeling difficult to prepare that, I will give you the navigation also. Just here, we can come back here. For example, I'm selecting this email template here, email template name. Like I would like to specify new hiring manager creation notification template. New hiring manager record creation notification template. I'm giving the description also the same. Select the object name and what object you want to create this email template.
hiring manager.
Select the object name as hiring manager. Right. I want to store this email template inside my public folders. Now, specify the subject here. I'm indicating congratulations. Here I want to show the hiring manager name. How to represent the hiring manager name? I want to prepare merge fields. Here we have a small symbol. There is a small symbol is available which is used to prepare merge field over here. Just you can click on this insert merge field. Place the cursor wherever you want to merge here. I would like to place this, okay, merge field in this place. Click on this insert merge field. Select the object name as hiring manager. Which field you want to represent here? It is populating the hiring manager object fields over here.
Name.
What field you want to prepare? Hiring manager name.
Name.
Okay, hiring manager name. Click on insert. Now it is placing this merge field over here. It is placing at the start. See, when you observe this difference here. Now, hiring manager underscore C dot name. Clear? If it is a classic, only single, okay, curly braces, inside that we have to use exclamation symbol. Clear? Now, so depends upon your requirement here. Either it may be HTML, okay, templates, or it may be like as your Salesforce email templates also. Now, so here I'm indicating this. Congratulations, hiring manager name. Instead of using this kind of, okay, instead of using this kind of lightning email template, if you want to use that classic email template, then you can use no problem. Any one of the template you can use. It's not mandatory to use only lightning email templates. You can use classic email templates also, no issues. That's what I told you. Classic email templates can be accessible in classic application, in lightning applications also. But lightning email templates can be utilized only in lightning framework, not in classic applications. There we can't use that. Okay, that is the problem. So now here I'm indicating this details. Congratulations, the hiring manager name. Your HR record has been created successfully. Okay, successfully. This is the email subject. Now I'm preparing the email content here. Now, dear hiring manager, I'm indicating dear hiring manager, welcome on board. Welcome on board. Thanks for joining our organization. Thanks for joining our organization. Now, we are pleased to inform you that your hiring manager record, that means HR record, has been created in our database for the future reference. For the future reference. From today onwards, you are also part of our organization, team, organizations, recruitment team. Recruitment team. Here are your hiring manager details. Here are your hiring manager details. Hiring manager record, hiring manager name simply. I want to show the name. Location name. I want to represent that hiring manager underscore underscore C location. Okay, location underscore underscore C. Current designation. Hiring manager underscore underscore C dot designation. Okay, designation. Next one. Contact number is hiring manager and contact number underscore underscore C. Email address is hiring manager underscore email address. And then current CTC is I'm indicating hiring manager in the current CTC. Okay. Now here I'm indicating this. I'm indicating you will be receiving an email notification regarding the portal access details. Portal access details. So please contact on the below address if any queries. Here I'm indicating this. This is an auto-generated email. So please do not reply. I'm indicating thanks and regards. Talent acquisition team. Some Dell Incorporation. contact us +1 800 787 3456. Email us hr@somedale.com. Visit us https careers.dell.com. So this is the email content. Okay, this is the email content which I'm preparing it over. So I'm indicating, dear hiring manager, welcome on board. That means just now he joined the company here. Onboarding is nothing but joining the company. Welcome on board. Thanks for joining our organization. So we are pleased to inform you that your HR record has been stored in our database for the future reference. From today onwards, you are also part of our organization's recruitment team. So you are working in the HR department as a HR member. So here are your HR details, because the name of the HR person and the location name, your designation, contact number, email address, and the current CTC. These are the details which we are representing over here. So now you will be receiving an email notification separately regarding the portal access details to access the candidates information to whom you need to follow up, okay, for which positions you are going to work. And please contact on the below address if there is any queries here. These are the various contact details are available. We can use to contact, okay, in future if you have any queries, if you need any more information. Now, so this is the email template which I would like to prepare here. Clear? Now. So this is the first step. Now let me prepare this. Copy the subject. I'm placing the subject over here. I want to prepare the content. I'm placing this content over here. I'm doing the required alignments. Now. So now once we have specified this email content, if you want to do any formatting for this, that means if you want to apply any colors, style, size, alignments, you can do. Now here I want to indicate that I'm applying some colors. Now we can able to apply the color over here. We're having so many colors are available. From this one, we can choose the color whatever you want. I'm applying this color over here. And the two, I want to make this content bold. I'm applying the bold. I want to show in a different color. I want to show in a different color. Welcome on board also, I want to show in the bold format. I want to represent in a different color. And then here are your hiring manager details. I want to show in the bold format. This name I want to show in bold. Location in the bold format. I want to show this data in the bold formats. Now this content I want to show in italic style. Now I want to show this one in bold format. Del incorporation in bold. I want to apply a different color. I want to show in a del different color. And then this one I would like to apply in the form of a hyperlink. Now I want to show like as a hyperlink over here. So now this is the content. I want to send this notification to this HR person. If you want to show this contact number in a different color, then you can apply the contact number in different color. I want to show in green color format here. And email ID, I want to show with a different color. Now with a different color. Okay, I'm applying some different fonts over here, styles also for this content to make my content look like attractive. Now, so now this is the content here. We have prepared the subject. We have prepared this content also here, which I would like to send to the people. Clear up to this one? Now, click on save. So now my email template has been created successfully. So this is the first step. As a step one, we have to create your own email template here. This is the lightning email template which I have created over here by giving this name. This is the name of this email template. New hiring manager creation notification template. This is the email template name which I have created over here. For my reference, I'm giving this name. Clear? This is the step one. I'm done with my email template here. I'm having the subject. I'm having the content also, which I want to send to the required people here. Clear up to this one? Now, next, step two. As a step two, create an email alert. In this email template, what we have specified, simply we have indicated that what subject you want to deliver, what content you want to deliver. Now here we need to specify to whom you want to deliver here. We can specify the email alert. How to create the email alert? Now let me give you the navigation part. Click on setup menu. Search for the option email alerts in quick find box. In quick find box, click on new email alert button. Click on new email alert button. Enter the email alert name and description. Select the object name from the pick list. For example, I'm selecting the object name as hiring manager. That means on what object I would like to create this email alert, we need to decide. Select the email template name by using a lookup icon. Lookup icon. For example, this is the email template name which I have given. Select the recipient record, that means recipient people. Now, select the field as, select the option as email field. and add the hiring manager email address field. Add the hiring manager email address field. Enter the CC copy email addresses up to maximum of 5. Click on save. This is the second step.
Bruce, what is the delimiter for email addresses in the CC format?
Sorry,
What is the delimiter for the
semicolon.
semicolon?
Yes.
Okay.
Done? Now. So let me create this email alert now. Go to the setup menu. Search for the option email alerts. Go to this email alerts action. Click on continue. Click on the button new email alert. I'm giving this email alert a description over here, like as I want to specify new hiring manager creation notification alert. New hiring manager creation notification alert. Now specify the email alert name. Unique name will be getting prepared. Select the object name. On what object you would like to prepare this email alert. Select that object name by using this pick list control. So now I want to create this email alert on hiring manager object here. So select the object name as hiring manager. Next. Now select the email template. So whenever if you want to send some notification to the people inside this hiring manager object, which template you want me to use. So now select that email template by using this option over here. Click on this lookup icon, select this email template. You want to go with this classic email templates or lightning email templates. If I'm using lightning email template, it is indicating this, there is an email template is available here. Now, so now select this here, new hiring manager creation notification template. Select that email template. Next, select the recipient type. This is most important here. Not to whom you want to send the email notification. You want to send the email notification to a case owner, case team, or the person who created the record, owner of the record, based on email field, based on public groups, based on roles and subordinates, based on user or what, to whom you want to send. Now my requirement is what? Upon
Email field.
creating the hiring manager record, inside the hiring manager form, whatever the email ID field is available, there is an email address field is available. Contact number, email address fields are there. In this email address field, whatever the email ID that I'm going to enter, to that email ID, I want to send the notification. So based on this email address field, I want to send the notification. In that field, what email ID I will enter, I don't know. There's no guarantee. Every time I will be keep on changing some different email IDs here. Whenever a new person is joining, I will be creating a record. That person's email ID I will place inside that email address field to that email ID I want to send. So select that, okay, recipient type as email field. Whenever I'm selecting this email field option, it is populating. In this current hiring manager object, what fields are available which are having the data type as email field. So now there is a field called as email address field is available, which is having the data type as email. Now select this one. Now I'm selecting this recipients over here. So inside my hiring manager record, whatever the email address I'm entering in this email address field, to that email ID I want to send the notification. And along with that, we can able to add the CC copies up to 5. I'm adding my email address as a CC copy here. I'm adding my email ID as a CC copy here. Clear? Now, click on Save button. So now here I'm done with that second step. As a step 2, we have created our own email alert also over here. Clear? Next. As a step 3, now the actual process will start. Now we have to configure the flow. Okay, flow. So now tell me here in this case, what is the object name? On what object we need to create the flow now?
Hiring manager.
Hiring manager object. So when you want to find this flow, what is the event name? When you want to find this flow, once
After
a new
record
record
creation.
has been created, okay, once a record has been created successfully, then I want to send the notification. So after inserting a record. So now tell me for this one, what type of flow you want to create? Recorded trigger. That is what,
Trigger.
whenever you are performing some DML operations on your record, if you want to find the flow, then at that time we can go with the help of recorded triggered flows. That's what I told you. Recorded triggered flows are going to be always firing automatically upon performing DML operations on your object records. Scheduled triggered flows are always firing based on scheduling here. And then auto launched flow with no trigger, we have to invoke manually. Screen flows, we have to invoke manually over here. Okay, now automatically I want to send some email notification, so that here I'm going to be selecting the flow type as recorded triggered flow. Okay, recorded triggered flow. So which is an auto launched flow over here. Clear? Now let's see how can we configure. Here I'm indicating action type as email alert action. Okay, action type as email alert action. Now let me create the flow now. Go to the setup menu, search for the option flows. Now I want to create a new flow. Click on new flow button. Select the flow type as what?
Record trigger.
Recorded triggered flow. Select the flow type as recorded triggered flow. Click on create. Now it is asking you to select the object name. And what object you would like to create this flow? Hiring manager. So just you can type some object name. So now it is populating the object name here. Select that object here. On this object, I would like to create this flow. When you want to find the flow, specify the triggering event here. Triggering event. When you want to find this particular flow, A record is created, or a record is updated, or a record is created or updated, or a record is deleted. When you want to file,
Record is
when a record is created. Whenever a new record is created inside my object, I want to find this flow. If you want to check any entry condition, then you can select the conditions also here. Okay. If you want to check the conditions, then you can check. Now my requirement is what? I want to send the email alerts to the people. Okay. I want to send email alerts to the people. Whenever I'm sending the email notification, what we require? To send the email, what we require? Email ID will be required. Suppose inside my hiring manager record, if the email ID field value is empty, then to whom do I need to send the email? It will be getting failed. Because without the to address, how can we send the email notification? Without the email ID, how can we deliver the email notification? It will be very difficult. So that I would like to check the condition. Whether in this hiring manager record, email address field is having the value or not. So I'm selecting the condition here. All conditions are met. What is the condition you want to check? Now select the condition. Inside this, I would like to check email address field value.
Address.
If the email address field value not equals to null, okay, not equals to null. That means does not equals to null. Here we can able to check it out over here. Here we are having the option is null equals to true. We can specify. That means what? Whatever the email ID that we have, if this email ID value is null, that means true. That means if it is satisfied. So now, if it is false, I want to send the notification equals to false. That means if the email address field value is not null, okay, that means it is having some value. So is null equals to false. That means here it is not null, it is having some email ID. Then only I would like to send the notification over here. Okay, now click on done. So now my flow has been started over here. This is the starting point of the flow. Go to the free form. Now here it is having a very bigger size. Let me reduce this size by using this zoom in and the zoom out options here. Now there is a flow. So in this case here it is clearly indicating this flow has been created on hiring manager object, which will be firing on whenever a record is getting created. There is only one condition has been prepared over here. If the hiring manager's email address field value is not null, then I would like to send the notification. So what you want to do? I want to send one email alert. So I want to find that action so that in the interaction elements, we have an action type called as action. There is an element called as action. Select this element here. Now, what you want to do here? I want to perform some email notifications. Email alert options is available, filter by type. Based on the type here, I would like to select that action type. This is email alert. I want to send one email notification to the people here. Select this filter by as type and then select the action type as email alert. Whenever I'm selecting this email alert, now it will ask you to select the email alert name. Just now we have created one email alert also over here. As part of the second step, we have created one email alert. What email alerts are available inside your org? It is populating. Just you can click on this search option. It is populating here. There is an email alert is available. New hiring manager creation notification alert. So please use this email alert. In this email alert, I have indicated that to whom you want to send the notification, which a template has to be get used. Everything I have placed inside this email alert. So use this email alert to send the notification. Select that email alert. Specify the label here. Send the email alert to hiring manager. Send the email alert to hiring manager. Select the record ID. So whatever the record that we have created right now, based on the record ID, it will go to the record, go to the email ID field, it will send the notification over here. For that one, select the record ID here. Just click on this lookup icon. You will be having the record. Here we can go to this record, hiring manager record. In this hiring manager record, you are having this record ID is available here. Here is the record ID. Whatever the fields are available, it will pop on it. Select this record ID here. Now, I want to send the email notification to this record ID because upon creating a record with the same name, we can create multiple. But upon sending the email notification, I want to get the ID of the record. Based on the record ID, I can go to that particular record. I will send the notification by using this email alert, by using this email template over here. Now, select the record ID. Now click on Done button. Now done. I have configured one action over here, that is send the email alert to hiring manager. So now once you are done with this, preparing this action, map the connectors. Now here we are having this connection points are available here. By using this connection points, you can able to map the connector over here. So as soon as whenever your flow has been getting initiated, then immediately it will be firing this action. Now the action is going to be sending the email notification to the people automatically by default. Clear? These are the 3 steps. As a step 1, email template. As a step 2, email alert. As a step 3, flow. Okay? Now, clear? Now. So now click on save button. I'm giving the flow name over here. New hiring manager, creation, notification alert flow. I'm giving the description also as the same. Click on save. Now my flow has been created successfully. Now the flow is created, but this is not in active. If I'm creating a new record right now, it won't send the notification because the flow is not in active status. It is in deactivation. Now we need to make it activate here. Click on this activate button. Click on activate. Now my flow is in active status right now. From now onwards, upon creating a new record inside my hiring manager object, if the condition is met, it will be firing that flow. It will send the email notification to the user automatically by default. Clear? Now. So now let's see. Let's test the functionality now. Let me go back to my Salesforce org. Let me create a new hiring manager record. Let me go to my Gmail account also. Now, I don't have any new emails as of now right now over here. So now let me create a record now inside my hiring manager object. Click on new button. I'm creating a new hiring manager record over here. Okay, now. Now, for example, here, I'm creating a new hiring manager record. Now, can you give me your details? Your name? Srinu. Now, I'm indicating like some Srinivas Kumar. Now, location I'm indicating as Hyderabad. Designation, some recruitment specialist. Current CTC I'm indicating as some 12 lakhs. Contact number I'm giving some value. Email ID. Can you give me your email ID? Sorry? TTA NO 25 26. Spelling is correct or wrong? Spelling correct? Now. So now here I'm creating a record now here. I'm collecting the details of this person because already I have added my email address as a CC copy here. So now here we are going to be sending the notification. Whenever I'm creating a new record, okay, then Srinivas will be receiving one email notification along with a CC copy to me also over here both. We both should be able to receive email notification copy. I'm creating a new record. Now, as soon as once you click on this save button, now my record has been created successfully here. Immediately, I should be receiving one email notification from Salesforce. See, I have received one email notification over here. It is indicating the details here. Congratulations, Srinivas Kumar, your HR record has been created successfully. So whatever the data that I have indicated, it is populating this data over here. And then it is collecting the name of this hiring manager and the designation also, contact number, email ID, and then current CTC also. Along with this, all these details it is populating. So now for the location field, might be I did some mistake here. What is the location field? Location name underscore underscore C. But in my email template, what I have given here, simply location here. Okay, that is a mistake that I did. Now, so because of that, I'm unable to receive that, okay, location name value. That's what it is indicating as empty over here. Clear? But upon giving this merge fields, please give the exact names. Okay, please make sure that correct name that you have given up. If you did not given the correct field name, it will be showing like as empty over there. Now, let me create one more record now. I'm creating another HR record now. Now, can you give me your details? Some Dinesh Kumar. I'm selecting the location as some Bangalore. Designation some senior HR executive. Current CTC some 10 lakhs. I'm giving some contact number, email ID. Dinesh. Okay. So 3, 4, 6. Spellings are correct. Now, please give me the confirmation whether you have received email notification or not. So now here I'm giving this details over here. I'm creating a new HR record. As soon as once I click on save button, a new HR record will be getting created over here. Immediately, it will send the email notification automatically to me. I have received this email notification immediately. So now, dear Dinesh Kumar, welcome on board. It is indicating the complete details also. Whatever the data that I have entered, with those data, it is going to be sending the email notification automatically. Clear? Understood the concept? This is how the people are sending the email notifications to you regarding your bank transactions, regarding reserving movie tickets, travel tickets also, upon making the payment of utility bills also, anything, you are receiving the email notifications like this only because of this email alerts and the automation tools. So upon creating the record, automatically a rule will be getting filed, which will be sending the email notification to you with the required details with the help of that respective email template with the required subject and the content. Okay, clear? Understood the concept now? Clear about the feature here? Will you able to do the practice on this one? Now. Now, so do the practice on this feature here. On next Saturday and Sunday also will be continuing with that flows topic again. So from tomorrow onwards, normal sessions over here, normal timings. Okay, timings will be normal. Okay, as usual, timings will be available. Use that normal meeting links. Okay, don't use this flows meeting link. This link will be working for only on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. For the next Saturday and Sunday, also use that today's meeting link by the online people, and the classroom people will come to the classroom as usual. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time.